Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of our 1.19 survival series, where in the last episode we made this beautiful looking iron farm. Totally beautiful. If you couldn't tell, I was being sarcastic because the only part that's beautiful about this is the fact that it is working and it is producing masses and masses amounts of iron. Right over here in this corner, I pulled a lot of it out, but this has been producing just in the time that I've been sitting here. So it's been working very well, but the only thing that isn't really working for me, one, is the rain, and then two, is how it looks right now. So what we're going to do today is go ahead and finish up decorating this. I cleaned up a lot of this, but I did leave a majority of what we're going to be using in this chest. So let's go ahead and get started. The very first thing that I'm going to do is go ahead and remove all of these slabs, just because I did just use them to test out the iron farm by spawn proofing everything, but it doesn't look very pretty. So let's take these out and add in our new floor. And honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I might actually use these as the floor, just because I think they add a good variation, and we don't really have any other resources that would look very good, just because we've already used cobblestone and wood, and to just mix some wood planks would kind of look weird in my opinion, so we're gonna go with that. Next, we need to finally add a door to this place, as it is technically supposed to be a house next to it. So we'll go like that. And of course, because it is unspawn proofed now, the iron golems are going to start spawning, so we'll fix that eventually. For now, let's keep decorating. Next, we can add a couple blacksmith looking supplies down here, just like that. And just for some variation, we will also add a barrel right there. Instead, I ended up making a much simpler looking furnace, just because I still think that this area needs one. We can go ahead and put our fireplace in there, just like that, and the barrel right down next to it again, and it's a little bit more decorated. Still cool, not as fancy, I know, but next we can make a couple of glass panes and fill in all of these windows, just like that, and then take some stairs, and I'm actually going to go with some cobblestone ones, and we can start heading up towards the second floor, where we can then use these slabs again to make a second floor just right here. And then I believe that this is now spawn proofed, because these are slabs and these are slabs. Plus, this is a little too short for the iron golems to spawn, so. And next, we start building up the walls yet again with some birch, leaving some area for the windows, and of course a little staircase into our tower. And then we can go ahead and take the bed that we have out here, and totally risking that this breaks the iron farm, I'm going to put a little bed in here and just hope it works. Just like that. And then all we need is that sign again, put it down, and we can go to sleep. Now next is going to be the daunting part. We need to make the entire roof, which I don't think that we have discovered yet in this world, but I am absolutely horrible at roofs. So we'll see how this goes. I believe we're supposed to put some stone right along the edge, just like this. And then we can start building our way back up the front, using some dirt as some placement blocks so it's a thinner roof line. And then we can take some spruce stairs and start heading along the side and start making the actual part of the roof. And now that we've got this side, we can go ahead and flip it and start doing the exact same thing on the other side. No, that was really unfortunate. That literally was probably the worst case scenario. Let's see if any of that survived. Yeah, it doesn't look like any of these hoppers caught anything. Okay, well, I had like everything on me. Like everything to build this. Oh no. Let's make a new armor set, and let's go grab some more supplies, I suppose. Not really sure what to say after that. That was like worst case scenario. We'll bounce back though, it's okay. Get some tools, then let's go for a shield, and then let's grab a couple trees. Gonna need the glasses for this video. Okay, I think we have reset enough. I've got all the stuff-ish back and all of our tools and armor. So let's go ahead and put a majority of this back so that we don't fall in the lava with all of it again. And then we'll start with some spruce, make some stairs, and then being super careful near the lava again. Let's continue this roof. Yeah. And now we need to make sure that this roof curves just perfectly so that we can have a little doorway here. And to do that, I'm just going to build up with a couple blocks and add some stairs on top. And we just need to make sure that we can walk through here into the tower without having to see the outside world, basically. So let's go ahead and turn these into blocks. That right there. Then I believe if we go like that, we are completely sealed off, and then hopefully it looks okay out here. Yeah, perfect. It's not the best looking thing, but it is better than I usually do, so next I need to grab just a little bit more stone so that we can finish off the roof line in this corner as well. Perfect. And then just to make this look a little bit better, I'm going to fill in this wall and this part right here. Well, I don't know, that kind of looks weird on the outside. Okay, scratch that. Let's try this again. We'll make these right here spruce, so that when you see them from the outside, it's not as weird looking. And then I think right here, we can just fill that in. And then we can go ahead, because we need crafting tables everywhere, of course, we can add a crafting table right there. And then I would finally like to add a little desk area right here. We could probably do a little spruce stair, make it an actual desk. And then I think I'm gonna go grab that little clay pot that's been sitting in the market for a second. And then we can take this guy and one of these flowers and put them both right here. Perfect. And then we can finish this tower off with a little archway where we can put one door and two doors. And I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with this room, but I'm sure I'll figure that out eventually. But right here is where we need to figure out what we're going to do. In the video, he kind of just connects the roof going upwards, so I might do something like that. Let's go ahead and grab some more stairs and connect it like this all the way across and then go up. And I know it kind of looks a little funky on the corners, but I mean, no one's gonna be able to see it from a distance, so I think it's okay. We can fill in these gaps and then add a little spruce trapdoor right here, just like that. And now we have a balcony. We can take this side, start heading back down, I'm assuming. I need to be very, very careful as we make our way across here and complete the roof line. Oh, I almost totally just jumped down there. That was, I got a little excited. I actually think for me winging that roof, it connected pretty well around the back and it looks alright at the front and from all angles. It's a pretty little guy. And now that we have pretty much the main portion of the build complete, let's do some of the fancy decorating. And of course, my favorite part of all of my builds, we get to add lanterns absolutely everywhere. So we're gonna start with every corner like that. This one doesn't really have a corner, so we'll put it right there, there. And of course we gotta put one in here somewhere. Let's go with right there. I apparently can't hang lanterns on this part, so let's put a little desk with a lantern. Head upstairs, and we can put another lantern right here with our little flower pots. And one, if we can, yes, right there, right above the bed, and in here. Perfect. We even had the perfect amount of lanterns. Awesome. And then, actually, is it worth climbing up there? Not really. I'll just finish this off with the fence gates around right there. And I think that's good for the lanterns. Let's replace these with some stone. And I did finish down here, by the way. I just added a little torch and a couple more chests. These are purely cosmetic. They're no longer redstone. I could not for the life of me figure that out if you watched the last episode, so we compromised for that. But it is still a storage room just in case the one downstairs overflows. And then finally, we need a place for this. And I'm thinking we move this, put this here, because this one we can kind of put like right there and make it look like it's hanging. Perfect. We can always put that right there. Hopefully it doesn't burn. I don't think it does. So in case we wanted to like cover up the fireplace, I don't know. And then finally, I want to do a little workshop table in here if we can. Might be like the world's smallest workshop table here, but what if I put these under here? It's not the worst. Let's do that, yeah. Then we can like give some use to the iron bars that we made. Let's go right here and throw the trap doors right on top, and perfect. And then finally, I made a bunch of chains that were supposed to kind of like be hanging off the top to make it look like it was balancing, but I do not have those design skills. So let's go ahead and do this instead. Just kind of hang them around here. I didn't even know that they could do that. Just like defied gravity. I'm gonna hang them up right there so it kind of looks like they're doing something. I guess let's just stick a couple out here then. Kind of like that. Just make it look like it's, you know, actually meant to be forging something in here. And then we can put this right here, just so there's not like, I don't know, villagers or something coming in. It just looks kind of cool, to be honest. And I think that's kind of all I want to do. There is still a lot of space down here, but I'm not really sure what to do with it. I mean, let's be real, crafting tables, man. I think I have an addiction. They just make a room look much better as well. Speaking of, that looks like it is meant to belong in here. Just saying. Let's do down here, maybe? Nice. I mean, it's got all like the little tools on it and stuff. It's meant to be in here, right? And then I'm eventually going to connect this up to the village. So let's just kind of like connect it to each other right now. It's just a single lonely little path. It'll eventually connect to the village. But for now, I need to say goodbye to Mr. Iron Golem. I'm sorry, because I need him to despawn for the rest of the Iron Golem farm to start working again. And I think there was another one that spawned as well. I'm pretty sure there was 2. So let's go find him. Apparently not. Interesting. Maybe he like fell down somewhere. Either way, I think he should be out of the range of the spawning. So now we have the working iron farm, which I made last episode and kind of explained how it worked. So if you haven't seen that yet, go ahead and check that out after you're done with this video. And then in this video, it really doesn't need much of a tour because I kind of walked you guys through it, but we finished up the roof line, added a lot of little details that really make the build pop, honestly. They were very, very surprising, actually. I didn't think they were going to turn out looking very good, but now we've got a collection of all of our blacksmithy looking things in Minecraft. A cool little table here, flips up. That's a cool feature. Your table doesn't flip up, does it? And then we've got the chest room down here. And our fireplace isn't as detailed as the guy's video is, just because he's a really good builder. But it is pretty cool. It's got some smoke coming out the chimney. It's got the basic shape of a fireplace. It makes me happy. Pretty good for my building, at least. And here we have the little desk area, just because I couldn't put a lamp. Crafting table, because I need all of them. And then we come up here with the much better desk. Cute little flower pot, more lanterns, and magnificent beds that we don't have to run all the way across the village, and our cute little room with a balcony. And I'm really still not sure what I'm going to do with that, but I will figure it out eventually. And I just realized I would like some shutters. They look much better. That wall was looking very bare. We can put some right here as well, and right here. And just because I have 5 more, let's find some spots. They always add some nice little details. You can just go on the base of all these poles, just like that. Perfect. But that is all the time that I have for this episode. So if you did happen to enjoy, please do consider leaving a like, as it does help out quite a bit. And if you would like to, please consider subscribing, because I would love to see you guys in the next episode. Bye!